How should we think about cybersecurity and how it fits within the other warfighting domains?
That's the rub is we have finite resources to conduct cybersecurity. And so how do we prioritize those? It is the fifth critical warfighting domain with sea, air, land, and space and cyber. Cyber is treated as the other. It's someone else's problem to solve. And we're seeing changes here. And in many cases, cybersecurity and cyber defense was given to IT and networks, as opposed to where we kind of posit it should be, which is in the J3 in operations. Because without cyber, without a secure cyber environment, without effective cyber operations, your other, classic mission systems tend to start either failing or being degraded. And part of the reason is cyber is different. We understand kinetic warfare. We understand, the impact of a particular warhead on a particular piece of steel reinforced concrete. We know the penetration depth. We know that it's going to work, and we can plan around that. And cyber is different. It's so hard. The adversary is constantly changing their networks. What works on one type of operating system doesn't work on another. And unlike the kinetic world, Microsoft is defending the very targets that we're trying to hit because we're all using COTS technologies. And so that leads to frustration. It leads to, hey, I don't have the time to understand cyber, and cyber gets marginalized as the other. And as long as it's the other, not treated as a coherent part of the operational domain, I think we run too much risk moving forward. Whether you're thinking offensive cyber or defensive cyber, or just cybersecurity in general, of the new weapon systems or new approach to employment of weapons systems from an analyst perspective, in terms of what SPA does, is we help the government think through the tremendous amount of information they have. We run down what ifs. We try and pull together factors that other people may not have thought about. And when you get down below what we call the 65,000 foot level and you dig a little lower, you find a lot of other cybersecurity vulnerabilities in there that maybe really weren't understood, and how they impact whether or not the very expensive, very important weapon system actually leaves the rail. That's where I think we're going to be looking. And in some cases, I've got to work through from OSD policy to talk to Department of Homeland Security or the Department of Energy to try and align our efforts to defend all of those critical infrastructure areas. That, I think, is going to be something we see in the next few years, is how do we break down those institutional barriers?